This is the plaintiff, Marcelle Bergen. She says she went to the defendant's shop, dropped off her glasses so they could change her prescription, and lo and behold, they lost her very expensive Dior frames. When she complained, the defendant said he knew nothing about it, won't reimburse her for the cost of the frames, and now it's a big fat mess. She's suing for $500, the amount she's out. This is the defendant, David. He says he has no record of the plaintiff dropping anything off. She has no receipt, no name of the employee, nothing. He thinks the woman's scamming him, acted like a crazy person, calling the cops, and made this whole thing up. He's accused of turning a blind eye. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $500 for disruption of business.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
And welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket. The plaintiff went to the defendant's shop, left her expensive glasses there, and says they turned up missing. The defendant says, something smells here. It's the case of, you're trying to frame me.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome.
Marcelle Bergen, you are suing your eye doctor's office. You've asked us not to mention the name of the office or your last name, so we're going to respect that and call you David. Okay. For $500, the amount that you say he owes you because his office lost some Dior eyeglass frames that you dropped off. Okay, talk to me. Tell me what happened.
I went to see him with my son for a nice examination.
Okay.
And then he prescribed me glasses in my son. I chose one for my son at the place.
Okay.
But I had my frame at home, and I told.
Why didn't you bring your frame with you if you had a frame you wanted?
No,
to?
I didn't have it with me the day I went.
I know why.
I forgot it.
Okay.
And then I told the lady I was going to come back with my frame. And then I chose one for my son, and a week later, I went back and to drop the frame. And she said she was going to call me back when they be ready.
Okay.
And then in 2 or 3 weeks, 3 weeks after I called her, she said she's still waiting for the approval from my insurance. And I called her a week after. The week after I called her, she said, "Oh, there's a problem with the frame, but I think I have to call you back." And after a couple days back and forth, calling and call back, never call back. And I called her. She said, "Oh, the frame is. I lost your frame. You have to come back."
What's the name of this employee?
I don't know her name. I don't know her name, but she said to come.
What does she look like?
She's a Spanish lady, little Spanish.
Okay.
Lady, I can say.
That narrows it down tremendously.
Yeah, a little big, but.
In Queens.
Yeah.
Okay, New York. All right, go on.
And she said to come back, and she's going to give me a new frame. And she's going to pay me the frame out of her pocket.
Out of her pocket?
Yes.
Okay.
And then now I'm like, why you have to pay me the frame out of your pocket if you're working in a place? Like, the place should be responsible for the frame, not you. She said, oh, okay, you can come and see the place that I took it in my responsibility.
And you said to her, why would you do that if your office lost the frame? So you're telling me this because you think she stole it?
She seems she likes it. I'm not saying she stole it, but okay. I don't know. But she was like, oh, the frame looked nice. Where did you get them?
Okay, didn't you get paperwork when you dropped off Dior frames?
Yes.
Yes? Let me see it. Okay. This is a business card where someone has written on the back, 2/16/11, Burgoyne, that's your name.
Yes.
CD, Christian Dior, 3160 frame, dropped off 130/3160, blue and black. I have many questions. Who wrote this?
The lady.
You don't know her name?
I don't know.
I have another question. Why isn't this a business receipt where, you know, It says she dropped off this and that. It'll be ready in 2 weeks, and it's on their letterhead instead of this, which you or anybody else could grab and write whatever they want in the back. My third thought is, how would this lady know what the style number of the frame of glasses is?
Yeah, it's on all the frame have all the description on it.
And then, so when she tells you, I'll pay for it out of my pocket or whatever else, you go to the store, and what happens?
I went to the store with my sister, and then when we got there, and she got her cell phone, and she showed me the picture of the frame.
Who's she?
The lady. She showed me the picture of the frame she's going to order for me, and then I couldn't like see anything in the cell phone, and I told her, what is that? And then that's when like everybody's in the office find out, and
so
what
you're
was
talking
happening.
to the lady right there, and you tell him, I gave my eyeglass frames to her.
He came out when the lady started speaking loud.
What's going on?
Yeah, what happened was I heard a commotion there. You know that.
What was the commotion you were hearing?
They was scream. She was telling people, the office manager there, to shut up.
Okay.
So what we told them was, look, if it's a frame, you tell us what it is, we'll order it.
Okay.
And we'll get it to you. And you don't have a receipt, we don't care, we'll just get it for you. And then they said that it was discontinued. That's what she told us. That's what she said. That they can't get that frame.
Hold on, go on.
And then we said, we'll take any frame in the office that you want.
Okay.
And free. And they didn't want that because they didn't like anything.
Do you
so
have
I said,
Dior in the office?
Which one?
Do you have Dior?
Not that frame, no.
Okay.
So then she said, I just want money. I just want $500. So I said, well, you don't have a receipt. You don't have anything.
Yeah, but do you deny that she left her frames there and that they got lost?
I don't know anything about that.
Well, now hold on. No, because there is none so blind as he who will not see.
Right.
So at some point, you need to actually look at it and figure it out and have a sense in your soul.
Well, I believe she might have left some frame there, but I don't know if
just
it's
a second.
that one.
It's a very simple analysis.
Yeah.
You look at the short Hispanic woman working for you who's having the argument with her, and you say, did you accept her glasses? And her answer was, yes, I did, and I can't find them. What was her answer?
So the plaintiff's saying there were Christian Dior frames. The defendant says, I don't remember what. Does she get the value of the Christian Dior frames?
I would think she'd have to.
Because?
Unless there's paperwork that says otherwise, I think you'd have to take the customer's word for it.
You buying that?
I think so, yes.
So the customer just wins this one?
Yeah.
Fair enough. You agree?
I think if the plaintiff have the picture to prove that they had Christian Dior.
No pictures. No pictures. That's the problem. But one word against the other going inside the courtroom.
She says she doesn't know.
No, there's no she doesn't know. I'm not buying it. She knows it's either a yes or a no. It's very simple.
No, she said what happens is she said she left something there, but she doesn't know what frame it was.
Okay.
That was what it was.
So there's no dispute that she left frames.
Something there,
she
yes,
just doesn't know what the
frame it was.
Why does your employee not write down what frames were and hand a legitimate receipt back to the person who's leaving frames there?
That's the procedure that we have. I don't know what happened.
What's the procedure? You got no procedure. Is this the procedure? Is this for him? Hand that over. Is that the procedure? Is that the short Hispanic woman?
No, we don't do that. We don't. We write a written receipt.
Okay, so show me the written receipt then for the glasses.
I don't know. That's why I don't understand what happened.
Okay, so it sounds like somebody at your optometry store was a little lax in following the procedure, which is that she should have. I'm sorry. Which is that she should have written out a full receipt.
A full receipt, and not only that.
But she doesn't deny that she accepted frames.
She said,
and she also doesn't deny that she lost the frames, or did someone else lose them?
Well, she says that she doesn't know what she left something. She remembers her coming in and leaving something.
Has she been fired?
She's not working there anymore.
Was she fired?
No, she left on her own.
Okay.
But we offered her $250 straight up. What we wanted was give us a receipt of the frame that you paid for, how much it was.
Right.
Forget about you not having a business receipt from us.
Right.
Forget about that.
Okay, now
just give us that.
Put that on hold. According to them, and tell me if this is true or not true, they offer you $200 to pick any glasses, and I guess you didn't like what was there, but they offer you $250. Is that true or not true?
No.
Okay. Did they offer you anything?
No. They offer me to order the frame, and they're gonna pay for it.
Okay.
And
order what frame?
Any frame I want.
Oh, what's wrong with that? That sounds marvelous.
Okay, when I called her and I went over with the picture of the frame, and she told me to order it and they will give me the money back.
And how much was that frame?
It was $250. $58.
And then who is this lady? I guess this same woman told you, well, you pay it first and then we'll reimburse you.
We will reimburse you.
And you say, I don't have that money.
And she said, oh, I have to talk to the owner now.
And then?
And then when I call her, and she told me, no, she's never there. She's never there. It's always, oh, okay, let me
you shouldn't have to chase them to get this wrong righted. I don't understand, but see, that's the problem.
She was right there, and we offered her $250.
No, that's
just to leave the store and stop taking pictures and
wait, but that was beforehand. That wasn't it.
No, that was it. That's how it ended. We offered her to say, look.
So she came back again. You went back again.
I went back again with my niece.
Okay, so why wasn't it resolved with $250 right there then?
She didn't offer me anything.
They never offered you $250 right there. All right, Marcel, tell me something. Why are you suing for $500 if the glasses that you wanted that would replace the missing ones were $258?
When she offered me to...
No, I don't want to talk about I'm done.
Okay, I'm
going to rule in your favor. Okay? There's no question. You shouldn't have to chase them. This is silly. Now, why are you suing for $500?
My frame cost $500. The frame costs...
Okay, can you prove that?
No.
Why not?
All
right.
I don't have it.
Now, you've got a counterclaim against her for $500 for disruption of business?
Well, she brought in the police.
She brought in the police because this thing couldn't get resolved.
But the claim was that...
She shouldn't have to stalk you and call and over.
She wasn't stalking. We offered her the money, and she went out and got the police.
Yeah, it's like the third time she's at your store. Fourth time she's at your store.
No, but we offered her... that's the
fourth time she's at your store.
No, I was only involved that time, and I told her we'll give her $250, and she was taking pictures of everything, and she brought in the police.
But that didn't happen until she's there taking pictures. So apparently she had to call the police to get somebody's attention.
No, we offered her $250, and then she brought the police
and takes pictures.
No, we offered her $250 before that.
Done and done. Stick a fork in me. I'm going to order the office to pay Ms. Bourgain $300, which should cover your shipping and handling as well as the new frames.
All right, just hold on right there, please.
Well, let's see what the defendant has to say after losing to the tune of $300 and nothing on your countersuit either. What's your reaction coming out here?
Well, I say she brought in the police and made a whole big.
I heard about that.
And we offered her $250, which is very reasonable for that frame and whatever she was saying. And,
well, what did she do in the store that was so disruptive?
She was how crazy. She took a camera and she's taking pictures, and then she brought in the police and said that claiming that we stole her frame. And that was not true.
Right. Well, what about your employer? Why don't you get better records when somebody turns a frame in?
She's no longer there.
Well, the next one, you can do a better job of keeping.
We're going to be careful about who leaves us frames.
Good.
Yeah. Okay.
Go this way. Thank you. So come on in here. You satisfied? You could have gotten $250 when he offered to you, and now you get $300.
No, they never offer me money. Oh. They just ask me to order the frame and they will reimburse me.
Mm-hmm. You don't like the way they treated you in the store?
No, I don't at all. Not at all.
They said you went crazy in the store.
No, that's not true.
No, what did you do?
Did
you take pictures?
No, I didn't. I don't have any pictures.
You said you were taking pictures and disrupting business?
Oh my God, that is not true.
Harvey?
So if you take something really expensive to a store and you leave it for repair, very important to have them write down exactly what the item is with the best description you can give. Better still, if it's really expensive, take a photograph of the item and have the shop initial it. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.